Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here for NTMarkets.com with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, well, what a day yesterday, and it emphasizes the prevailing theme that we are in an uptrend, and that the only thing that is different about the pullback, and I guess you would call the pullback Thursday, is that nothing has changed at all. We talked about two things yesterday. We talked about how we were trading in the 60s and we were looking for a move to 54. If you wanted a short scalp, you got that. We talked about how we were going to test the middle Bollinger Band, and if it held as support, then basically the bulls were in the driver's seat. It had been established as a floor, and they would be able to run to new highs. And you had that one. And for those of you that took it, I did my best while I was, in my chat room, etc., to walk you through on Twitter. Making sure everybody was taking profits, etc. So, I mean, potentially, it's a 25 handle trade. So I hope some of you out there took the trade, at least for something, because the setup to the middle band was there. It was glaring, it was obvious, and usually glaring and obvious things like that don't work out as well as they did yesterday. I mean, we printed 54.25, and then we never looked back and never went against you. So those are the kind of trades that come along every once in a while, and those are the ones that keep you coming back. It's like hitting a really nice golf shot. Okay, so where do we go from here? I think we go higher. There'll be some kind of a retracement today, a dip probably in the morning, but that dip is a buy. We've got fairly tight bands that are just starting to expand. We've already made new highs overnight up at 85.25, and any type of a move lower is a chance to get long. I've got a swing long on right now that I've still got some. I took a bunch of profits yesterday. I've still got some on, and that's up 20 some handles right now. I've got a small short on because I'm playing a short to that morning low, and that's from the 80-25 area. So I'm not thrilled about that right now, but I just need to be patient with it because we are going to get one low today. We're not. I doubt very seriously if we're just going to go straight up from here, but nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to the bulls. So the way you have to approach this is, it doesn't matter that we've come from 1340 quarter. It doesn't matter that we're trading near 1800. None of that matters. You have to get it out of your head that we're ramping. We're not ramping. This right here, this is ramping. Okay? Doing 1640 to 1740 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sessions, that's ramping. Doing a base from 34 to 36 over the course of 15 trading days is not ramping. That's basing. And the 34 to 36 base that was established here, tested and held on Friday, set up a retest of the middle band, which held Thursday and held yesterday. And now we have an expansion of the bands. So to suddenly reverse and go down here is not what this chart is telling me. Have the charts been wrong before? Absolutely. Maybe we dump out today. I personally think it would take news. It would take, Yellen speaks today, but I think and maybe some things in the Q&A are bearish, and maybe that's how we get our one good down. But your lean really has to be higher here. Or just step aside. If you're insisting on shorting this market, if you just can't bring yourself to buy it, then you need to wait, because you will do death by 1,000 paper cuts by trying to pick a top every 3 handles. The way these things happen, and the way yesterday happened is you make a high, then weak shorts come in and say, well, this is it. I'm going to put some on short. I'm right. Market's wrong. I'm right. And then it goes a handle against him. Then it goes a handle and a half against him. And they're like, well, I guess I'm not right. I'm out. And there's a lot of, you get a lot of that, and then you get a squeeze to new highs. And that's exactly what happened at the end of the day. We got up to 74. We kept pressing it, the old high, press the old high, press the old high, and everybody took a stand in there and said, well, it's a triple top or it's a double top. And then when it wasn't, boom, you go do another 6-7 handles. And that's how you end up closing and, making a high of 1782 quarter. So I would suggest, if you don't want to buy the dips and come in for a Bollinger Band ride upward, and you think we're going to suddenly reverse, that I would stand aside and I would wait for the daily chart to actually roll over. And the daily chart can't roll over today unless we print 1754 even. And that is over 20 handles away. So if you're a committed short, today might be a day to stand aside. Sounds counterintuitive, but it's really not, and we'll see how it plays out. Okay, follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website. Come check out the chat room. Come check out the chat room. That's all I'm going to say. And I will catch everybody tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well.